with two raging intellectuals.
Live on YouTube and Twitch.
Exposing the predator class with Brock and Agent X. Streaming live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is Command HQ with two raging intellectuals.
Two raging intellectuals.
The two smartest men on the planet. Live now. With Brock and Agent X.
Hey, welcome to Command HQ. It's Thursday, October 27th, 2022. Agent X, what's going on?
Dude, not too much, man. We only got, 4 days till Halloween? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess like 1 day till the weekend.
Yeah, it's the best holiday of the year, right?
Dude, sexy nurses, bro. I'm all about it.
It's a great time. Weather's pretty good. It's kind of a good energy in the air.
You notice that, 90% of females use Halloween as an excuse to dress up slutty.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I think people use Halloween for excuses for a lot of things.
Dude, Kiev's looking pretty good there. Stop in and give me a pizza.
So this is a walk through Kiev a few years ago, obviously before the Ukrainian conflict. But yeah, it looks like a nice city, right? Old, traditional.
You should have said that looked like that's a walkthrough today. Probably is, man. Probably not much different.
Yep. Speaking of the Ukrainian conflict, I guess Putin gave a speech today blaming elites in the West, and then
he said he was
news
gonna
at least
shoot down Western commercial satellites.
Oh, really?
That were assisting Ukraine. So basically, he says he's going to
Elon
shoot
Musk.
Shoot down Starlink.
That tells you a lot, and it's Thursday, exactly the time when Elon Musk is taking over Twitter too. So it would be like a convenient signal, at least for Putin, to send that message to Elon Musk about Starlink, right?
Yeah. It's interesting because what's he gonna do? Is he gonna start censoring some of the Ukrainian stuff, or is it, I don't know. It's a very clearly directed at Elon Musk, the front man for DARPA. But I don't know. Who knows? Things are gonna get wild, bro.
Here's the crazy thing, though, because if Putin elevates Starlink as a military target, and knowing that Starlink is financed and produced through DARPA, that essentially is more of a direct confrontation with the West and with the United States, because this is a military asset, except it's a ghost asset.
Yep. No, I agree.
So anyways, okay, so Twitter. Elon Musk is now officially the owner of Twitter, I believe at midnight, so I guess 3 hours from now here, maybe 2 hours, depending on what time zone they're using.
No, they said that he's completed the deal.
Oh, he completed the deal. Okay.
Yeah, the company's CEO and CFO were terminated and escorted out of the headquarters.
Escorted out, I love it.
It's go to the Reuters router. You know what I'm talking about. Reuters.
I used to work there, so I know how to pronounce it.
Reuters.
Yeah. Elon Musk.
Go to Reuters, man. Go to Reuters.
It's Reuters. It's a Canadian company owned by, I believe, the Thompson family. Okay. Elon Musk Twitter.
No, it should be one of the top stories right now.
Yeah, let's see.
On their Twitter.
Escorting out. Begins with firings uncertainty. There we go. Reuters.
No, it's on their Twitter. It's on their Twitter, not their webpage.
Reuters. Breaking news. Where's the Elon Musk deal? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. 20 minutes. Jeez, they tweet like every 5 minutes. Oh, we got the paywall here. All right, well, you lied to me, Agent X. What's going on here?
I just saw it. Dude. Here, right here.
Oh, I'm sure it's there. All right. You sent it to me? Interview chat. Okay. Well, okay, so Reuters is reporting.
Right here. It's on the fucking front page. It's on the first tweet.
Right, dude, I'm blind. You got to tell me where it's at.
Right there. I just sent you the link in the chat.
All right. Got it. Pulling it up. Okay, so Parag Agrawal has been fired. The CFO, whoever that was terminated, escorted out of headquarters. What does it mean when a CEO of a company like Agrawal, he's got a PhD from Stanford, is escorted out of the company? Twitter, has censored and has proliferated this COVID-19 sort of, attack on humanity. What does it mean when Elon Musk is then escorting Parag Agrawal and the CFO out?
Dude, it's wild. Wild. I mean, it shows that there's definitely some animosity there, and he's making a statement, right? We'll see if he puts Trump, or he unbans Trump. I think he probably will.
Monday is when Trump is unbanned from Twitter. So we'll see if that actually has a cascade effect to some of the other platforms no one really cares about. Facebook, but TikTok, YouTube. I think YouTube would probably be important. And it's funny too, because I don't think Trump's actually going to take the bait. He's not going to want to get back on Twitter, right? He's got
he probably will,
Truth Social.
I don't know, but he probably will, just to pull people over to Truth Social. But I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to run for president again. I really don't.
You might be right, and I think it's interesting to see if his follower count is restored on Twitter. Remember, he had 90 million followers.
I think his main objective now is he just wants to stay out of jail, and he knows if he declares, they will definitely indict him. And I don't think he's going to. If he was going to run, he would have announced it already. This idea that he's waiting until after the midterms is bullshit. He's not going to run.
What about some of the other canceled individuals who might be unbanned from Twitter? Alex Jones comes to mind.
Yeah, he's not going to unban Alex Jones.
I bet Elon Musk might.
But you never know. He might. I don't know. I mean, but I think there's some bad blood there between Elon Musk and Alex Jones.
I have no idea. There might be. Yeah. So, okay. Our main story here is that Meta, previously known as Facebook, stock has tanked. Literally, it lost upwards of 30% in the last, week.
You got to get a headline up there, bro. You got Musk still in the background.
So we got Jim Cramer crying about Meta. Let's play this.
Free cash flow last year, $9.5 billion, now less than $1 billion. Okay, let me say this about this. I made a mistake here. I was wrong. I trusted this management team. That was ill-advised.
Zuckerberg sucks.
Hubris here is extraordinary. And I apologize.
You apologize.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you get wrong?
Yeah, what'd you get
So-
wrong, Jim? Just about every word that comes out of your mouth. Go back to sleeping in a car like a hobo.
Yeah, being a reporter, a fake news reporter in Tampa. Should we play this other video from about a year ago where he was also wrong?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
We have immunocompromised people who are incubators for every variant to come, walking around lawfully unvaccinated? That's psychotic. We have companies that have tried hard to
That's
get people
psychotic.
vaccinated and now backing down. We have governors who want to be president by grandstanding on a foolish states' right issue, the right to get sick, get other people sick. So it's time to admit that we have to go to war against COVID. Require vaccination universally. Have the military run it. If you don't want to get vaccinated.
Just have the military run it. Yeah, just force people to do, what you want, apparently, or what you're...
You better be ready to prove your conscientious objector status in court. And even that...
you gotta go to court and prove that you don't want to get your vaccination.
to help in the war effort by staying home until we finally beat this thing. Then you know what would happen? Oh, there would be a new variant in some unvaccinated part of the world.
Does that sound familiar? Go to court and prove something?
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting is, I don't know if you're hearing it where you're at, but where I'm at, they're talking about how bad the flu is, and they're actually reporting flu deaths. They're like, we had our first death from the flu. Pharmacies are overrun right now with people wanting flu shots and people sick and needing, antivirals and antibiotics. And yeah, but I don't hear shit about COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've shut down they've shut down the COVID narrative. They've shifted a little bit to the flu and some of the other, I've heard a little bit about some other RSV or something. I don't even know what that is. But it is pretty wild that they've shifted the narrative to this Ukrainian conflict as if they're trying to perpetuate this war in Europe, in Europe rather, and you can see the control, I think, right? Because you had basically a full-on attack through the media, this narrative about COVID, and then literally overnight it just flips a switch, and all we hear about is Ukraine and why it's important for us to support Ukraine. And everybody, I don't think, people I know here, I mean, they're not falling for this. They're just like, what the fuck is going on? We're not supporting Ukraine. Not that people don't like Ukraine or, don't want to protect people from, an invading force or whatever. It's just that people really don't want to support war in general. Because if you support one side, you're essentially supporting that side's ability to wage war in this case. So, anyways, let's move up. And by the way, YouTube is censoring the shit out of this stream, as it usually does. Okay, so interestingly enough, do you want to play this Kanye West clip here?
Dude, I don't know anything about Kanye West, man.
I don't know. I don't either.
It. I haven't really been following it, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know really what he said that was so anti-Semitic.
I don't know either. To be clear, I haven't read any of his comments, so I'm not here to defend Kanye West. But it does appear as if there's a huge backlash against Kanye West right now, and
He went from being worth over $1 billion to being worth $400 million overnight.
I think it was $1.5 billion he lost because he lost that Adidas deal. I guess Adidas was shipping all of his clothing around the world, like including to TJ Maxx. And then he had his private sort of label the stores, I think, in LA on Rodeo Drive and stuff. And he was selling clothes for like astronomical prices. He was selling shirts for like $400, shoes for $500. And then he had kind of like this budget brand at TJ Maxx. But it's all gone now. At least that's what they're trying to push through the media. Whether this is true or not, you never really know. But it does appear as if Kanye West has lost a significant amount of money. And so, I mean, if anything, it seems as if there's a collusive force that is causing Kanye West to be canceled. And so if these people combine and collude amongst each other to cancel someone based on their speech, and I think if Kanye West was really being thoughtful about what he said, which he probably wasn't clearly, he could have at least said, as a black person or as a black man, there was a Holocaust against black people in the sense based on his own political thought process.
Well, see, that's hold on. That's
Planned
the
Parenthood.
thing that the Jews always say is that it's terrible. They always try to play the victim, right? And they always try to say, "Oh, but we had the Holocaust." Well, what about slavery? Slavery lasted for years and killed millions of people. I mean, it was worse than really killing millions of people because it subjected people to slavery and torture and hard labor. Millions of black people, and that's what I don't like about it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So I think if Kanye West was being more thoughtful, he would have just refocused or shifted the conversation to, support his political ideology that.
Well, they're going after him, right? So before he made these comments, remember he and Candace Owens wore the shirts that said,
"Oh, White Lives Matter."
White Lives Matter. And then you have Candace Owens coming out with the documentary taking a big shit on George Floyd, your boy. And so they're gunning for these people.
It's true. Yeah, they put themselves in that zone. Yeah, but I think Kanye West could have closed it down after the White Lives Matter stuff and just not post anything on Instagram about, who he felt. Yeah, I mean, I did.
I thought that he was like showing text messages from Puff Daddy or something.
To be honest with you, I don't even want to see, I don't even want to know what he said.
I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened.
But I do know that he was trying to shift the focus to Planned Parenthood and claiming that Planned Parenthood was somehow, part and parcel to what he felt was racism towards black people that was connected to, slavery in the 1800s and so forth, which is a valid argument, totally valid. Anyways.
Did you, shifting gears here, did you see where your boy Crying Chuck said that things were going downward in Georgia?
No, I didn't see that. Let's pull it up. What's his name again? His last name? Chuck. He's on the Face of the Nation or whatever. Or no, Chuck Schumer?
No, Schumer. Yeah, the majority
Georgia?
leader, Senate majority leader.
Hot Mike?
Yeah, it was on a hot mic.
Oh, they think Herschel Walker's going to win?
Yeah. They keep parading these women out saying that they had abortions and he paid for them. But they're admitting it's going downhill.
Really?
And apparently Fetterman has disappeared after he flubbed up the debate.
Disappeared.
He hasn't been, like, nobody's seen him. They've completely sequestered the guy.
Here's what's interesting. So initially, I think if you're watching CNN, they said that Dr. Oz was talking too fast, and he was using words deliberately in a way so that Fetterman wouldn't be able to understand what he was talking about. They were trying to defend Fetterman as best as they possibly could. And now, like, it's weird because 2 days later, whatever, they're coming out and telling the truth that Fetterman isn't ready at this point to fulfill the responsibilities of being a senator because of a medical disability, a stroke.
Well, he has a medical disability, right? But even that aside, even before that, he's a guy who lived in his parents' basement and
True.
never had a job and was the mayor of a small town. That's his life's accomplishment. And we're going to send now a guy to what's supposed to be the greatest deliberative body ever to have existed on Earth with, still suffering from stroke symptoms and can't, get basic words out of his mouth. It's nuts. It's just insane. They're making a mockery of us now, man.
Agent X exposing the predator class.
Totally true.
Dude.
Totally true, Agent X.
Dude,
yeah,
where's
I was
exposing the predator class?
You're exposing the predator class. Here's the thing, like, I was reading some comments. Some crazy liberals are like, well, he's got a master's degree from Harvard, yada yada. It's like anybody can get an MPA in public policy or whatever from Harvard if their parents are worth
You can go
millions of dollars.
Hey, no. Harvard's got an online school now. Anybody can get a degree from Harvard.
Who gives it? I would be more cautious if I knew that someone had a degree like that, because I'd be like, they're not really interested in actually doing any kind of work. They're just interested in just, glomming on. And, frankly, I did watch Fetterman's debates earlier before the stroke, and he was kind of a schlub, I mean, it was just like, you could tell that he was just living off of his father's reputation and probably bankroll as well. And that's the thing, like there are people who come from prominent families, probably have a lot of money, and they work hard themselves, and so, but you have people like Fetterman who don't. And Fetterman didn't even buy his own house. He's got a tour on YouTube, by the way, of his condo in Philadelphia, and you could tell he's like disorganized. He's not super clean. You could tell he's just he's kind of slimy, to be honest with you. I don't know how anybody could vote for him after this performance, though. I mean, I do have compassion for the situation that he was put in, having a stroke and then having to go and do a debate with another Harvard trained. By the way, Dr. Oz is also Harvard trained, but you could tell he's earned it. And he's a doctor. He's a medical doctor. So yeah, I do have compassion for Fetterman. You can see that, but at the same time, he's simply not ready to be a U.S. senator. And I couldn't understand how anybody would vote for someone like that, right? Because it shows you, I think, like, what's going on if people vote for someone like that.
How could you vote to send somebody like that to the greatest deliberative body that has supposedly ever existed in mankind?
Right.
I mean, but we're also wanting to send Herschel Walker as well.
Well, so, yeah, there you go. I mean, I did watch the Herschel Walker debate, and at least Herschel Walker was like funny and could communicate fairly well. I mean, I'm not like promoting Herschel Walker. I mean, he played for the Vikings for a couple series. He scored one touchdown, and he totally destroyed the Vikings in the 90s when the trade value to the Cowboys, where the Cowboys got Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and Darrell Johnson at fullback, Herschel Walker totally messed up the Vikings and his NFL career. And, you know, all these other situations, these domestic situations with these women show that, you know, he's got kind of a dirty lifestyle. But,
Dude, I just sent you a link in the chat.
let's pull it up. Dude,
Link in the chat.
Agent X, you got any new plans for Halloween?
Dude, I'm gonna go out and try to meet some sexy nurses.
Let's play this.
And because of the action we've taken, gas prices are declining. We're down $1.25 since the peak at this summer, and they've been falling for the last 3 weeks as well. And adding up real savings for families. Today, the most common price of gas in America is $3.39, down from over $5 when I took office. And because of the action we've taken,
What
gas
a liar.
Dude, we live in a fucking fake reality.
What a liar. That's all I can say. How can anybody believe that shit? I mean,
Well, it's not true. I mean, he's hoping that people just like things get memory hold, right? You don't remember exactly when things happen.
well, I mean,
but
do people
are
really have
more in
that short
tune
of
with the
memory?
bullshit.
Like, people only remember the day that they were actually, you know, doing something, or what? Like, they only remember.
Well, I mean, no. Like people, it used to be like that, but now people are so. It used to be like that because, you know, there was a presumptiveness of accuracy, and when you know, the president gave a speech or somebody in power gave a speech. Now everybody's so tuned in. I mean, it's been so painful, but B, everybody's been tuned in. I mean, everybody's wise to the corruption that's going on, that people know it's bullshit. They just don't buy it when he's, you know, take things at face value anymore, particularly from politicians and the news media.
This is really bad. I mean, politicians constantly lie, don't get me wrong, but this is a basic fundamental fact in society where people are paying, you know, money weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, monthly to get gas, and it's just like constantly on people's minds. Like literally, I was just at the gas station like an hour ago filling up my tank. I was thinking about gas prices, and they're certainly not anywhere near $3.30 where I live. And I live in a, you know, fairly low-cost environment.
Dude,
You know, I was
I don't
paying
know
like
what to tell you,
$3.70 for a gallon of gas.
Dude.
Not that I'm complaining, I'm not. But here's the deal: like, he's a
Oh, you
fucking
should be
liar.
complaining.
He's a fucking
He's a
liar.
liar, and he doesn't know where he's at.
And this is the problem with people in society. They think that they can lie, cheat, especially these left-wing liberals who do everything that they can to destroy other people, and they do that through lying and cheating. You know, one person comes to mind, and his name is Robert Wallach, but that's for another conversation.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you about that. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that. Dude, I read 4chan, and it's just, oh my god. And some of it just, it makes you want to cry.
Send me a link. What are you talking about?
Just reading 4chan. No. But, dude, I'm tired of shit. I don't want to cut
All
the
right.
stream off early, but I'm about to pass out.
Okay. Hey, if you're out there listening, please do subscribe to the channel, like
You
the
gotta
video.
put the call-in number. You gotta put the call-in number.
Oh, that's
back
right.
up
If you
there.
want to, if anybody wants to call in right now, by the way. So here's a number. Let's see if we can maybe make this a little bit more clear. We'll pull this up. So hit that link up if you want to call in. We'll probably be here, for another couple minutes. But if you call in, we can chat. Love to hear from you. Anyone out there? We had our favorite call-in guest from New Zealand a few months ago, which was amazing. We learned a lot about what was going on down there. So please do call in. The link is right there. Okay, so in quasi-pseudo closing, Agent X, I'm really excited about understanding what you're going to wear on Monday for Halloween during our stream.
Dude, it's going to be a surprise, man. It's going to be a surprise.
I don't like surprises. I like to know details.
No, well, you're going to get a surprise on this one.
Can you give me like any hints?
Nah, no hints, bro. Not gonna spoil the surprise. Dude, man, all the Rekieta fans pissed off. They're not coming in the
Hey,
stream.
we don't have any chats, do we? No, we don't. They screwed our chat up.
I think
hey,
YouTube-
Nicholas,
yeah.
we do need to address Nicholas Rekieta again.
He sucks. He sucks.
So here's a guy who mocks.
I don't even want to get into it. I don't
Okay.
even want to get into it, man. He sucks so bad. We need to just spend a whole show one day going through Nick Rekieta's record of him being a racist and a bigot and a dummy and a loser. Dude, I don't think there's any worse insult than calling somebody a dummy. That's a
Low
that's a
IQ?
bad one. That's a real bad one. Yeah,
Yeah,
low
but you
IQ
can get
is
around
bad
it by
too.
saying low IQ. He's kind of one of the guys who probably would promote like his law school Hamlin Mitchell to ignore the bar the LSAT to get into law school so that they could quote diversify the law school. That's a Nicholas
Dude.
Rekieta idea.
Dude, yeah, he probably put on there that he's Jewish, thinking that's an underrepresented minority. Oh man, who do you think the best professor is at Mitchell Hamlin?
I would say Peter B. Knapp. And when
Really?
or I would say Jason Marisom.
Dude, what? How do you know? Or what's so great about Jason Marisom?
Well, you know, he is, speaking of Harvard, he's known as the ass crack bandit. Have you heard that?
Oh man, oh man.
He went to
It's
Harvard
terrible.
Law School.
Oh, well.
You gotta
Dude,
be
hold on.
careful with your change if you're in one of his courses.
Hold on. Is this what you're talking about? Let me send you the link. I just sent you the link.
All right, let's pull it up. By the way, we have the call-in number there, so feel free to call in. Please do subscribe to our channel and like the video.
It said 4:45, but it was 4:45. You thought your plumbing was safe, but your jeans were half-mast. Another coin down the drain. Now that's some change that won't last. 25 cents at a time.
Keep under the blazer! Everyone remain calm! Please! On my free-for-all!
Your belt tight. You know that.
Wow, he's the ass crack bandit, huh?
He's the ass crack bandit.
What's up?
We gotta sign off.
All right. Okay. Hope everyone has a great weekend here coming up, and Halloween as well. So we'll be streaming probably tomorrow, this weekend, and definitely on Halloween. We're excited for Agent X to show his little costume. I'm thinking maybe like you're gonna be like a fairy or
Oh yeah,
like, you know, something like that. Or is that what you're thinking?
I'm gonna dress up like Dandy.
Like the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
Dandy.
Dude, all right, let's go.
All right. Let me. Okay. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. See you later. Bye.
Thanks for watching Command HQ with Brock and Agent X.
We'll see you next time.
Kind of light with powers and properties unlike anything